Hello guys, so this is the first board of the pile that you've seen in the last video. We're gonna try to see what is the problem with it. As in this sequence we have to see the problem, to see what's wrong with that board. Second, we have to diagnose why it is wrong. Maybe something is bad, maybe SMC bad, or maybe some connection or LVDS cable connector or something like that. Third thing we have to do is to repair it, and fourth thing to do is we have to test it. Is everything alright after repair? So I think let's go and try to find out what is wrong with that board. So here is the board. I assembled it in this case, and we have to connect the connector and see if the fan starts to spin or does not. And after that we can connect the LVDS cable to see if the screen is on and so on. So let's try to connect it. First good sign, we have a green light, orange light now. Yes, everything as it should. The only problem is there is no fan spin. There is no fan spin, and as you can see there is no power consumption here. Here is the power supply, and the board is not using any power. Okay, so now we have the problem with the board, and now we can search for the cause of that problem. Okay, so now we can remove the board from the casing. It's much easier to work in this place. Just connect the power connector. No need the ribbon, because we know that the board is not working. We have a green and orange light, so the ribbon only will show the green orange light, the audio, sound, and so on. So we need only to make this board to start the fan. So as we saw, the fan is not spinning, board is not using any power. Now we can start measuring things. Okay, first of all we have to check if PP bus G3 hat is present. It's 8.6 or it's 8.2. If it's 8.2, then that means that SMC is not communicating with the ISL 6259 chip. And let's start from here. Yeah, so we have 8.57, it's like same as 8.6, so that means that SMC is running, ISL 6259 is also running, they both are communicating, and in that place there is no problem. Let's see next. Here. There is no power. Nowhere. Oh, here is the problem. We found the first problem. The first problem is PP bus G3 hat fuse. It's blown. That fuse is blown. Now that fuse, I am pretty sure didn't blow for no reason. There has to be a reason. So I disconnect the power. Let's check if there is short here. Here is no short because here was power, and on the other side, yeah, we have short. As you can see, it's like 0 ohms. That shows that the board is shorted. The shorted probably is one of the caps. Usually are the one of the caps, or the liquid damage, but I cannot see any liquid damage here. Now I will show you how to find the shortest place here. There are a few ways. Today we're gonna use the Flir camera. and injection of power in the board directly to this place where the after the fuse. I will later show you on the schematics how that looks like. So now we will solder wire after the fuse. So now we will connect the power to the board, plus to plus and ground to ground, and as you can see here, power supply is consuming 2.7 amps. We can make a bit more that the board would get hot in that place where it is shorting. And what we will do now, we will use our Flir camera to detect where is the problem. And as you can see already, the problem is right here. This cap is shorted. As you can see, temperature is much higher, 35, about 35 degrees. Okay, so we have short in this area. To find exact part, we can try to do old alcohol thing. We can just pour some alcohol . This capacitor in the middle, as you can see, it gets instantly dry. You can see this, all are wet, and this one gets dry fast. So the third thing what we have to do is to repair this, and for that we have to disconnect power. And solder out that cap. We will try to do this in fast way. I really don't like to make desoldering with hot air because all caps about this one will get really hot, and we don't want this. So we can just knock it out. Let's desolder our wire. Disconnect minus. Here we go. You can see now. What we're gonna try to do is we're gonna connect power again to the MagSafe. I will do now 16 and a bit volts, about 16 and a half. Here as you can see it's 16 and a half. And now we can try to test this board. Will we get fan spin? No, we will not, because I'm a dumb fuck. I forgot about the main problem, the fuse here. We have to do something about the fuse, because fuse is not letting power. So what we can do now is we need to check if there is no short no more. Okay, I think you can see. That's it. Yeah, you can see there is 10.4 million ohms, so no short here. What we need to do? We need to do simple thing. We need to change this fuse. Firstly, I need to remove it. Yeah, the fuse is removed. Now I have to find another one in a donor board. As you can see, my donor boards are here. Here we have one. This one little thing. I will desolder this one and put fuse on our repairing board. Yeah, the fuse is out. Yes, fuse is beautifully seated in his place. And now we can try to plug power on and see if something is going to blow or fan will spin. Yes, as you can see, fan is spinning. Yeah, the power is about 0.6, 0.4 amps, what is really normal for this board. And that's it. The board is fully working now. So here is the board view of this board. As you can see, I was measuring the PP bus G3 hat right here. on this little thing there is a fuse that I was talking about. It was blown, so the power was getting here but not getting out through the fuse, and the fuse blown because of the bad capacitor. We can find that capacitor right here. The capacitor was this one, C7373 here. Yeah, we can find that cap on the schematic, C7373, and where it is, here it is. As you can see, here's the schematic, and here is that cap. The cap is here, and it is connected to CPU phase 2. As I see, phase 2, phase 1, yeah, the PP bus. Here is the rail, this one, yeah, but this rail really is just a PP bus G3 hot after the sensing resistor. So that cap has shorted. Then when the cap was shorted, the fuse did his job. He blew, and we can find that fuse. It's F7140. Okay, here is that fuse. As you can see, fuse is here, the coil is here, L7130, this coil. As you can see, this one, and on the board is right this one. So that cap made short, the power came through the fuse, through this fuse, amperage was too much and it blew. We changed the cap, changed the fuse, board is working, and that's it. So the repair is done. I just assembled that logging board to the case. Now it's first time with the screen, so let's hope it is working. Yeah, we have the screen. I think you can't see, but the backlight is on. You can see here, but there will be question mark just a few seconds. So what we did was we just repaired our first board from the pile of dead logic boards. So I think you enjoyed it. Let's wait for the question mark. Here it is. Board is working. Job is done. First board is repaired. 57 left, and I see you soon in the next video.